Why should you use a 2x2 placement of fertilizer in place of or even in addition to in-furrow? What about for crops like soybeans? I'll answer these questions and more in today's Iron Talk. On our farm, we really like pop-up or in-furrow placement of a small amount of fertilizer, and even more so for natural products like beneficial microbials. It sets us up for success to start the year and lets the desirable microbes dominate the space around the roots. We also like to have a way to add more fertility outside the furrow for a variety of reasons. First, corn simply can't tolerate as much fertility in the furrow as many growers are using. Soybeans, well, they can handle even less. Moving just 2 inches to the side and 2 inches below the seed, you can put a pretty good load of fertilizer on without creating a stressful environment for the seed. For example, on our farm at 30-inch row corn, we never want to put more than 5 pounds of salt in the furrow. That equates to 3 gallons at 1034.0 per acre. By adding the option of putting more fertilizer off to the side of the row, you can now put on about as much as you need without much risk of injury to the seed. Of course, you could switch to a safer product than 1034.0, but you still shouldn't put more than 5 pounds of salt in the furrow on a 30-inch row. Second, there are so many biologicals being used in seed treatments and in furrow, you should keep things like fungicides or insecticides away from them unless you know specifically that they're compatible. Having that 2x2 option allows you to do that. Finally, I mentioned soybeans earlier. The biggest thing holding most farms back from higher yielding soybeans is fertility. Adding a 2x2 system is a great way to deliver plant food where soybeans need it and keep the soybeans safe from too much salt. For these reasons and more, take another look at adding the capability of utilizing a 2x2 placement. The returns in soybeans may be enough to justify the system, but the flexibility it gives you in corn as well is a nice fit. That's all for today's Iron Talk, and now back to the show.